Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had waged war against the Free Folk, and we had taken Carhold as well as the Dreadfort from them. And now, they only have one fief remaining, and that does appear to be Last Hearth. Now, as you may see in just a moment, I'm just scrolling over here just to make sure that we have not missed any of their fiefs, whether they've taken them sneakily, but no, it appears that this is the last one, and yes, as you see here, they have a huge amount of units stationed here. Thankfully enough, however, the leader of the Free Folk, Mance Raider, is not anywhere to be seen. So I'm hoping that he's probably gone off here to try to take Carhold back, and by that time, we will hopefully have taken Last Hearth from him, and then we will have a much better stronghold to defeat him eventually, hopefully. Anyway, and one of you did ask that we have not ever seen Fenna's face. Well, I think when she first joined us, I think she did not have a helm on, so without further ado, we are going to be taking her helm off, and you will be able to see her face in all its glory, of course. So there she is. Oh yes, very warrior-like, is she not? Yes, wonderful. So yes, that is her face, and we will now be re-equipping her with this wonderful helm here. And she is going to become the Lady of the North in just a short space of time, because of course we do need to take Last Hearth first. I would like Last Hearth to be her home city, shall we say. So yes, hopefully that will work out quite nicely. And yes, we have leveled up everyone, I believe. Yes, Plump Bastard is still alive, thankfully enough. And we'll just hope he stays alive a little bit longer. Okay. Now, one of you asked how much renown I have, so there it is. We have, wow, it's actually not too much. 1060 renown. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. And we have 277 honor, because of course we've had so much chance to, I suppose, release potential vassals that we may have captured if we so felt like it. And there is our force size limit, 440, goodness me. Okay, that's rather impressive. And I don't believe we have any renown, do we? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, we do have some right to rule. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, yes, that's okay. Not too bad. And yes, we are the king of House Reformia, and oh my goodness. Okay. Apparently these are all of our friends. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Okay, well, maybe it's something to do with the new version, 1.2 or something along those lines. Well, nevertheless, we will now be heading in here to Last Hearth, and we will see how well we do. Of course, this is a ladder castle. Oh, wow. Okay, quite a few of the Free Folk had already abandoned their posts when we started the siege. So, it appears that they are not very confident in their abilities. But I think I'll be changing commander here. I don't know whether I want to play as Fenna again, because even though it would be rather good to level her up, I am not exactly the greatest at playing her, and I think you probably realized that when we saw her in action before. And I think we might play as Garrett again, because it's been quite a while since we've had a chance to shoot a bow, so I think we'll do that, why not? And we will lead our soldiers in an assault now, yes. So, let's see where we spawn here. Okay, well, this isn't too bad actually, I don't think. We are going to hopefully be able to get our archers into a good place. Oh no. Okay, so I'm hopefully going to be able to weaken the enemy's archers enough for us to take them on. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but for some reason Garrett is not able to shoot through that small hole there. Maybe I am hitting people's shields? Yes, I am hitting people's shields. Oh no, Plump Bastard was already taken out. Well, he was only knocked unconscious. I think his time is running out, however, and hopefully within the next couple of sieges he will not see fit to take himself out, but you never know. That is pot luck most of the time. And now, let us fire as many arrows as we have in our quivers at our opponents. It appears at the moment we're doing a reasonably good job. If only Garrett would get a couple of kills. There we are. A nice kill. First one for him there, and maybe we can get a couple of others. Carver was just taken out, which is not too pleasant, I have to admit. I was hoping that he would stay alive a little bit longer than that, but as it stands, he does not have a shield. And maybe when we give him lordship, if we ever do, then I think it would be rather nice if we gave him a shield, perhaps. That would help him out. And, oh, it appears someone has leveled up, as well as Garrett increasing his archery proficiency. Very nice indeed to see that. And wow, we're actually getting absolutely massacred by their units here. Although we are dealing a pretty significant amount of damage to them, we are taking a lot of casualties in the process. And as it stands, I'm not entirely sure how many units they have here, because of course we did see a couple of their vassals flee the scene. So hopefully we'll be able to, I suppose, get in there as quickly as we can, and oh, maybe I can headshot that guy. Yes, there we are. Took out that wildling berserker. Not bad at all. And oh, they actually have some northern pikemen here. Does that mean that one of the north vassals has actually defected to the free folk? Wow, that's controversial. Oh my. Okay, well, let's just take out as many archers as we can. Oh, Garrett's actually doing a pretty reasonable job here as well. Come on, let's try for some headshots, shall we? Try and save our arrows a little bit. There we are. Ooh, their shield bearers are very good at blocking their archers from our arrows here. Not too good for us. Yes, we're still managing to get a couple of kills here, though. And new enemies have arrived, which is very, very good. And I think we're probably going to be charging our infantry and cavalry in now, because then we will hopefully penetrate their defenses on the battlements before their reinforcements arrive. Of course, as you see, I only have... Where are those guys going? I only have 12 arrows, but if I could just go over here and see what is going on down there. I need to get to the side and look down, I think. Oh, I think there are a couple of our units below the siege tower. Oh no, that's not too good. Okay, well, let's just try to shoot as best we can through here, and we'll see if we can thin out some of the enemy's ranks here. And maybe we will be a little bit more effective with the last remaining 6 arrows. Yes. Yes, okay, another kill there. And another. Oh yes, keep racking them up, Garrett. That is the way to level. Oh yes, very nice. We're losing a lot of unsullied units, which is very disappointing, to say the least. Now let us pick up this short sword. And can I pick up this shield as well? Ah, unfortunate. I don't think I'm able to pick up that shield. Am I? Nope. Okay, well, we're going to have to use this short sword. Let me just get used to it a little bit. Yeah, it appears we're going to be doing fine. And should we use our archers a little bit closer? I think we will. Oh, King Elias is getting a couple of kills here now. Very nice to see that. Please don't get taken out now. That would be rather embarrassing, but I suppose that would emulate me rather well when I'm playing as Elias, so my... Okay, well, we do appear to be losing quite a few units. We've lost 52 units so far, and they've only lost 140. Ouch. That's actually not too good. Okay, I think what I might do is retreat here. Well, I'll tell you what. I will retreat as soon as King Elias is taken out, if he is ever taken out. He does have 76 HP, I believe, and that is absolutely incredible, so I would not expect him to get taken out at any time, but as you see here, oh my goodness. Okay, well, the problem, as you can probably tell, is that Garrett has been using a bow for so long that he has no proficiency, or at least no power strike to speak of, and he's only doing 4 damage each time he hits something, which is very disappointing indeed. And I think as a result we are going to be retreating if I can actually move away from our enemies here. Yes, we do want to retreat. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's take a look at our casualties here. Whoa, okay. 79 units we lost. That is not pleasant. 6 unsullied as well. And we only took out 184. Although, Garrett did absolutely amazingly. Look at that, 31 kills. And King Elias was able to accrue 8. And then the rest of our companions were a little bit less than that, 2 and 1s. Okay, so I think we're going to wait until tomorrow here. We're going to try to restore our HP as best we can. And hopefully, Mance Raider will not see fit to interrupt us at all. Although, his vassals are coming ever closer to us. I think that it probably would have been a better idea for them to, well, let's just say interrupt us as soon as we exited that particular siege, because that is when we were at our weakest. And as far as I'm aware, according to the comments, you stated that the free folk are incredibly good in field battles. They do have a lot of cavalry units, and they would be devastating to our archers. So, without further ado, let us increase his power strike a little bit. As you see, he only has 2 in it. Well, he had 1 when we were attempting to use his short sword and so forth. Now, I'm going to get him a bit of two-handed, a bit of one-handed weapon proficiency, just in case I do give him a two-handed in the future. And there we go. Now, we are out of food as well, which is even worse than anything. Oh, no. And I thought our forager was doing a good job. How dare you, Martin? You need to do better with your foraging. Okay, so let's take a look here. How many have we taken out? Actually, not that many. Well, we have 100... Wait a minute. 124 there. Aha. So, we have 450 units, roughly, to take out. And we have a couple of free folk vassals there. Okay, well, we're going to be heading in there, I suppose. And I'm going to be playing as Elias this time so that we can thin out the enemy's units as fast as possible. So, let us lead our soldiers in an assault, and we will see how well Garrett does when the AI is playing as him. I think he'll probably do quite well, but still. Okay, come on, let's try and get our archers over here, I think. That's probably going to be a good idea. And then we'll get our infantry and cavalry over here. I think we might actually want to tell our cavalry and infantry to stand by the wall so that they are covered by... Oh, there's actually a ladder here. Oh my goodness, I had no idea that there was an alternate route to get up into the castle. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Okay, maybe we want to do that. Okay, well, I suppose... If I charge, where will they go? Oh, they're going up here. This is wonderful. This is very good. Okay, I am very pleased with this. Now we can make a two-pronged attack at the enemy's archers. Oh my, okay. They're very well... Oh my, yes. They're very well entrenched here. This is not good. Okay, come on. Let's take them out. Thin out their enemy units. Oh yes. There we are. Okay, that's much better. Unfortunately, the Glavemen are not too good in sieges at close ranges, but hopefully enough we will be able to utilize their reach very shortly as soon as we are able to take out these few archers and then flank the main enemy. Oh yes. Come on, let's do this. I want to clear out the front here so that our units can enter the keep and not get stuck in that bottleneck any further. That would be terrible. And yes, okay, this is what we want to see. Very good, okay. Continue, continue, don't get killed now. Ah, why did I say that? No, stay alive, units. Oh my goodness, we're losing way too many. Wildling Berserkers, of course. Northern Archers, no! Northern Archers are firing against us, how dare you? Oh, where is your loyalty? To the north. Oh no, okay, well... Yes, my overhead slashes are incredibly inaccurate, as you can probably see. Now, we are going to be getting our archers in here as best and fast as we can. Now, let's just try to make sure that they don't get harassed when they enter, however. Now, oh my goodness, there's way too many of our units in here. Oh, this is not good. I'm actually stuck. Okay, wait. How can I do this? Okay, let's head out here. Carver was just taken out, which is very disappointing. And, oh, come on. This is where it was a mistake to bring our archers into the fold. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm stuck. I cannot actually do anything. That is rather amusing. So, come on, let's try to slash some of the enemy's units. And, oh my goodness, do you see that? Look. Just beyond our icons, do you see all of those archers over there? Oh, that is what we are getting absolutely massacred by at the moment. And why am I trying to block arrows with a two-handed sword? That is not very advisable, Elias. Come on, let's do this. We need to get over to the northern archers as quickly as we can. We do have a lot of units in reserve. We do have over 300, but I would prefer not to lose that many in our efforts to take these guys out. Look at how many northern archers there are. That is not good. I can only hope that some of our archers are actually dealing some damage to them, but at the moment it does not appear that is the case. Come on, let's try to do some jetpack action, shall we? Okay, come on. Ah, unfortunate. I was not launched as much as I would like. Okay, now I'm at the front, and this is going to turn into some painful, painful memories. Oh, no. Okay, well, I do believe that this is a problem. Yes, rather big problem, but we are fighting tooth and nail, and I am hoping that we will be able to at least break through these units. If we are not able to break through these units, then I probably will be taken out, and as a result, I will most likely end up retreating and, once again, building our ladders. Although, I am getting a little bit of space to maneuver now, which is a little bit better than I thought. Now, as you may see, I am having issues trying to swipe here. Oh my. Oh yes, this is good. Okay, come on, let's do this. I'm going to continue using a one-handed here, even though we have lost our shield, because it gives us more space, I was going to say. But we are going to be retreating because that was an absolute bloodbath. Now we know what the issue is in there, and that is exactly why it is a good idea to play as Elias, so that we can stay alive and be within the action a little bit. So, as you see here, Elias was able to take out 23, Garrett was able to kill 2, a little bit disappointed about that, and we lost 46 units. And, oh my, Plump Bastard was also wounded once again, so... Okay, so let us wait until tomorrow once again, and we will see what we can do here. Let us hope. And, oh, it appears the Reach have taken Blackhaven from Dawn. I was not expecting the Reach to stretch their, well, their reach that far. Okay, oh, what is this? We have a real-time event. You happen to find a purse filled with coins. You gift the purse to a hospice for abandoned children, or you keep the purse for yourself. Well, we're obviously going to gift it. We gain some honor. There we are. That is, of course, what we are gaining honor from when we looked at our honor rating before. And Drollo was lucky enough to level up. So let's get him some more power draw. And some more archery proficiency as well. Okay, so we're just going to be resting up. And once Elias is ready for combat, we will be heading in there once again. Now, I'm actually very puzzled as to the reason why Mance Raider has not turned up, because we've been here for quite some time. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that I find it rather strange that he decided to ignore our provocations here. So, we have 64%. Everyone else is relatively healthy, so I think we might just go in here. Now, yeah... Should we? No, 64% is a little bit too low in my opinion. Yes, Carhold has not been sieged, as well as the Dreadfort. Very strange. Okay, wait a minute. We want to check... Ah, wait a minute, yes. Okay, we also have a real-time event, but we want to check how many units they have remaining. You are a famous leader of men, and you receive news that a group of knights wishes to join you. But they want more pay than the rest of your troops for their condition. Kill them. Yes, surely they carry many valuables. Okay, they are welcome. Yes, they are definitely welcome. And I think after this rejuvenation period, we are going to be checking out how many units the enemy has. And it appears that also King's Landing has been besieged by Dragonstone once again. Ah, we want to rush to the aid of the beggars, of course. There we are. The bandits run away when you approach. Of course they do. And there we go. Okay, so now we can take a look. Aha, so they have 360, so we took out roughly 90 units, maybe a little bit more than that due to the vassals units. And I suppose that is okay. We are at 91%. I believe that is probably going to be fine for us to head in now. And everyone is leveled up. And we also have some hedge knights, which is even better. Very nice. Let's hopefully get those in there a little bit sooner. Wow, okay, it appears that Reach Knights are incredibly well armored, or at least heavy Reach Knights. Wow, okay, let's actually take a look at our own Heavy Knights. Yes, as you see here, these are, shall we say, quote-unquote, House Reformia Heavy Knights. And I'd like to take a look at their stats real quick here. Okay, so they're level 25, 66 HP, 8 in Iron Flesh, very nice about that. And 15 strength. So let's take a look at the Heavy Reach Knight. They have the same wages, so a little bit less strength. They have a little bit more HP. Well, it appears that they are relatively similar. However, their equipment is what varies, I believe. So without further ado, let us build ladders once more. And Dawn have taken Ashford from the reach. So it appears they are definitely going at each other's throats at the moment. Oh my. Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, so what are we going to do? Are we just going to rush them? Or are we going to wait until our archers deal some significant damage? I think what we'll do is take our infantry over there, and we'll take our cavalry here. So our cavalry will go into the main entrance of the keep, and our infantry will run with us. Now, how many infantry do we have? 26. Aha. That is not exactly the greatest. Oh, and Plump Bastard is here as well. Oh no, don't get shot. Let's try to prevent him from dying. Yes. Well, at the moment, our wildling archers, elite longbowmen and so forth, are doing an excellent job at clearing out the archers up there. And I think we're going to be heading up the ladder. Oh yes, let's do this. Now, I will not be charging in our cavalry just yet, because I do believe they will die unnecessarily, perhaps. And I think what we want to do is try to get round to their flank, the enemy's flank, shall we say. And then we will send our cavalry in, which is what we will do now. Oh yes, very nice. And I think our archers are in a pretty reasonable position. There we are. Very nice. And by the way, I feel like I may want to mention this in alternate episodes maybe, but to bring up the flag to hold position for your units in a ranged situation, then you want to hold F1. That is the default key for it, at least. So yes, I'm just letting you know, because I do see a couple of questions about that every now and again, and I think it would be rather nice for people to be able to use that functionality to the best of its effect. And, oh, okay. So, Plump Bastard was now killed by a wildling horseman, so I suppose, yeah, that's a little disappointing, I have to admit. I was hoping that he would stay alive a little bit longer, but so is the way of things in these times. And wow, we're losing a lot of knights here, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get up here before I get absolutely massacred by their archers. Now, this is exactly what I wanted to do instead, because we just got totally devastated by their archers, and I'm hopefully not going to be killed in melee by them. That would be very embarrassing indeed. Now let's try to stab this guy. Yes, there we are. Take them all out. Unfortunately, my one-handed does not have any crushing statistic, so we're not able to crush through their parries at all. But I think our shield makes up for that fact, and there we go. We have cleared out the archery nest, and hopefully our units will be now able to swarm freely through the battlements and indeed take out many of the enemy's reinforcements. Now we just need to figure out where most of the archers are going to be heading. Oh, it appears they're actually coming up here. Wonderful. That's very nice for us. And they are not paying attention either, which is even better. Yes. Okay, come on. Do some damage, do some fleeting damage. Even if I do a little bit of damage and don't actually kill the enemy, I do believe this is going to help our units in the long run, because they'll be able to deal a significant amount of damage to them. And we do need to watch out for flanking as well, because I'm getting a little bit carried away every now and again with attacking their units. Okay, this is when I'm going to get swarmed a little bit, and I need to remain calm. Remain calm and do the backstep. That is what we want to do. Let's go round and round. Just like the good old song. Oh yes. Okay, so come on. Take these guys out. Now let's head up here, I think would probably be best. So we get a little bit of a height advantage on the stairs. And let's try not to get killed, shall we? Yes. Oh no. Oh no, don't corner me. That is going to be our doom. So let's just try to... Oh no, this is not good. Okay, I tell you what. Oh, I was gonna attempt to jump out the edge there, but... Ah, no. Yes, okay, this is good. This is better. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so thankfully, their weapons, as you can probably tell, are a little bit less... well, effective against my type of armor than they are against our units at the moment, at least. But there we are, we have prevailed, goodness me. And yes, I think I might actually need to show you my difficulty modifiers at the moment, because some of you may not believe that I am taking 0 damage with the maximum damage on. So yes, I'll do that in just a moment and you'll be able to see. We just need to take out these guys and hopefully not get cornered once again. Oh no. I think I may have been a little overzealous with my movements. Okay, come on. Yes. Yes, okay, good. Crush through their shields. Very good. That's exactly what we need. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're keeping most of them at a arm's length here, and that is exactly what we want to happen, so we don't take too much damage from them swarming us. There we go, and a nice stab to finish them off. Yes, there we are. Okay, so what we want to do now is get our archers in here as quickly as we can, and I do believe that is it. I think we have taken out most of the enemy's reinforcements, and as a result I'm going to be heading down the stairs, and hopefully I'll be able to... Ah, never mind. It does appear that the enemies have one more additional reinforcement wave. Maybe a couple more. I think probably only one left. And why is that guy running away? My goodness. Okay, well, we're going to be stabbing him as best we can. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Okay, we'll just go for an overhead slash then. There we are. There we are. Stab that guy instead. And then crush through a couple of people's blocks here, and oh no. Okay, once again, we are being swarmed. Let's just try to keep ahead of them. That is the best thing to do. There we are. Very nice. Okay, so I think this is a good time to show you my difficulty modifiers. Yes, as you see here, we do have, well, block direction on automatic because I am just not that skilled at blocking, as you can probably tell when I die. But yes, it is on absolute maximum, the damage modifiers. One of you did state that I could increase the lance control, and that would increase our difficulty rating, but I don't really think that that would make the game generally more difficult, because I don't really use a lance that much. So I could use that, I suppose, but there it is anyway. That is my difficulty at the moment, and we will now be stabbing this guy. There we are. Thank you very much. 92 damage, not bad at all, with a minus 7% speed bonus as well. And it does appear that there were a small contingent of northern archers continually firing against our units, which is not very pleasant of them, that is for sure. So let's take them out. There we are. Yes, you fall down there. That's what you get. Oh yes. Okay, so it appears I have cleared out all of the remaining archers, and the only thing that remains is to deal with the last remaining infantry and cavalry units. And it does appear that our heavy knights are doing an excellent job as it stands, so I may not need to help that much, but as you see here, we do have a slight issue, and I think I may want to charge our archers in here, because we are seeming to have quite a few issues with how many cavalry and infantry units we have. Where's this guy coming from? How dare you? Okay, come on. Yes, there we are. Take that guy out. There we go. Crushing through blocks is absolutely amazing. I love this weapon. Very, very nice. And that reminds me of the Coldbringer mace that one of you told me about. I was really disappointed that we were not able to complete that quest. But who knows? Maybe at some point. Yes. I'll of course do that special feature including all of those quests. So, yes, hopefully that will cover it. And there we are. That is it. That is victory for us, for House Reformia. And 12 renown. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is actually one of the largest renowns we've gotten in quite some time, because of course we do usually outnumber our opponent, and there we are. We took out 69 enemy units with Elias, and our companions were able to take out various amounts as well. And yes, as you see here, we took out 367. We lost 33, including a huge amount of mounted sergeants. Not great. Okay, so I think we're going to be letting this guy go. He has a good personality, and this guy, really? He has 100 relation? Okay, I definitely need to send an emissary to this guy to try and tempt him over to the the light side of the force. Of House Reformia, of course. So, let's do this. We're going to let him go. We'll gain some more honor. Oh my goodness, this guy's 97? What's going on here? Oh wow, okay. Really? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but maybe it's something to do with me importing Elias or something. Maybe when you import a character, it has some weird issue with the amount of relation that enemy vassals have, maybe. But nevertheless, we have freed this fellow, and we have increased our relation with the north a little bit more. And there we go. Okay, so we do get to take a couple of pirate captains here if we want. We could take some raider horsemen as well. Well, I think we'll take some wildling horsemen. We'll take some wildling archers. I think we can actually take all of these. We may as well. We have so much army size that we need to utilize it. There we are, that sounds good, and of course we don't have any space for prisoners, so we'll just continue onward, and we do have a couple of things here, but nothing that can be of use really, so we're just going to let our companions loot that, and now we will be deferring appointment of a lord, of course, because we do want to give this to Fenner. So let's split all the money, and there it is, 70 units now garrisoned here, courtesy of me, I suppose, because I am going to be paying for the wages at this place, which is not great, but there it is anyway. Okay, well, I think that is a good a time as any to, oh my goodness, see how many lords left the free folk. Now, yes, if we could just do that here. Ah, look at that. Old Father, Cailin, and Hilda have renounced their allegiance, and they've all joined the Stormlands, which is, well, a little bit disappointing. I was hoping we would be able to potentially lure some of them to join us, but I suppose, let's just take a look here. How is the Stormlands doing? Not too well, I have to admit. They're having quite a few issues with House Targaryen, and as you can see here, we do have the Stormlands encroaching on Dorne as well, and Dorne has encroached upon the Reach territory over here, and what has the Reach taken? They took something, didn't they? They took this. Yes, they took this. So they're basically swapping fiefs here. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, it appears the only faction that is untouched is the Vale and maybe the Riverlands? Yeah, the Riverlands seems to be completely fine as well. Goodness me. Well, there it is. I think this is a good time to end this episode off here. And next time on A Clash of Kings, we are going to be awarding Fenner the various fiefs over here. And I think, at that point, we'll probably head down to, well, Sisterton and various other fiefs here, and maybe wage war against the Three Sisters, and indeed give those to Fenner as well. Tell me in the comments what you think about that anyway. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.